to Legal Dilemmas, where you will find clear, concise legal advice. My name is Brenda.
And my name is Safina.
Today we are talking about wills. Safina, can you explain why it is necessary to make a will, please?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of practical reasons why you should think about making a will. The most important one of that being that you want to make sure that your estate, so all of your assets, which comprises your property, shares, dividends, and your personal family home, bank accounts, jewelry, and whatever else, goes to the people that you want it to go to.
Okay, so what would happen if you didn't make a will?
So I think basically, if you didn't make a will, unfortunately, the law would apply. So the rules of intestacy would apply. And essentially, your estate would be distributed according to those requirements. So essentially, the real concern is, so if you're cohabiting with somebody and you haven't made a will, well, then they won't get anything unless you have made a will, because their estate will go to whoever is within the order of people who would benefit from their estate. So if you want that person to benefit, you need to put it in writing in the form of a will, duly executed, and preferably drawn up by a solicitor. So essentially that way you get to protect your loved ones, you can avoid family disputes, and also wills will allow you to tax plan, Brenda, so you get real control over what actually happens after your death. It's a very uncomfortable topic for people to talk about. There might be even things like how you want your funeral arrangements, what kind of flowers you want, so these kind of things can be incorporated into a will, and it will stop all this family disputes. And increasingly, I'm sure you've seen as well, there are a lot of family disputes that do arise. And coming back to the example of the cohabitee, so if you've got a partner who's not been written into a will, they then have to go through the courts and make what's called a IPFDA claim, so a claim under the Inheritance Provision Family Dependence Act 1975, and that's not going to be an easy task because they'd have to show that they were being financially maintained by you. So if you did a will, you'd avoid all of that, wouldn't you?
Okay, so in summary, it is important to make a will, and rather than leave things in the hands of the law, where not everybody who you wish to make provision for will be entitled. So please consult a solicitor if you wish to make a will. There are lots of companies who do wills outside a law practice, but you should go to somebody experienced and have a will made in accordance with the law. Hopefully that answers the question about the importance of making a will. Please like, subscribe, share, and have your notifications on to hear more great legal content from Legal Dilemmas.